everyone. This week I thought I would give you some video feedback on Forum 6.1 on the needs assessments. I thought everybody did a great job of delving into the needs assessment articles, integrating the reading from your text on what the purpose of needs assessments are and the benefits they can have in that stage of program planning. Certainly that they're exploratory often in the sense of trying to determine what's the context for the program and how best to design it to meet the needs. So you raised some really good issues about challenges in getting the right participants. I think everybody focused on the representation of the samples for data collection in these needs assessments. I did want to point out one thing. I would disagree with most of you who wrote that you were concerned about the article on Latino needs assessment, the community health needs assessment. First of all, it's a great opportunity to point out how when you have multiple forms of data collection, that even if one of them may have issues with representation, you can sort of balance that by having really good representation in the other forms of data collection. So rather than saying that in general they just didn't have enough Latinos in their samples, in reality they only lacked Latino representation in the service provider focus groups. The Latino community member group were all Latinos, and the key informants were Latinos and non-Latinos. In addition, they had a fourth form of data collection, the census data, which would be neutral. It would reflect those who were reported or who completed at least their census forms. In that region, they would have reliable data on certain aspects of health, for example, in the Latino population based on that census tract data. So I actually feel like they did a pretty good job of, especially by using these multiple indicators of need. Even though one group maybe lacked that representation, they had it in all of the others. With the GRAND program, I think you were correct. Many of you raised some really important points about whether the sample reflected individual children or grandparents with multiple children. So, for example, if these 12 maybe had 2 or 3 children each, grandchildren each, then the representation of that small sample becomes better, right? Because it's representing more of the students in that particular school. So I wanted to say great job. You raised really important issues in the discussion. I appreciate that you delve so deeply into this phase of evaluation and of program planning. It's really critical to do needs assessment correctly. And often evaluators are called to be a part of that process as well as evaluating the program once it's designed. So great job, everybody, and I look forward to seeing how you take this forward as we look at the next stages of program evaluation moving up the hierarchy. Great job again, everybody. Take care.